Wild cattle do more than wreck facilities. They're also a drain on profit potential. Cattlemen have always been concerned with docility.
We've learned a lot more about it over the last 5, 10, 15 years, one of which it's a genetic trait that we can select for. And so now there is genetic guidelines that we can actually use in selection. But one of the things that also was surprising to us is the impact that it had on the ultimate eating experience. And that is, first of all, it affected feedlot performance. These cattle behave differently in the feedlot. And then the next thing is that once they hang on the rail, that's a different kind of product.
10 years of feedlot data on more than 65,000 head shows tame cattle earn at least $57 per head more compared to their aggressive pin mates. Part of that comes from the higher certified Angus beef brand acceptance rate for the calm cattle. Environment affects how cattle react too, but having a reportable breeding trait lets cattlemen gentle their herds more quickly. That's why they quickly adopted use of the Docility EPD when it was first introduced a few years ago.
So basically through a genetic selection program and identifying these cattle that are a problem, getting them out of the herd, we can make tremendous progress. And to the credit of the beef industry, we have made tremendous progress on docility.
With finite labor resources, there is no place for rowdy animals, Cora says.
One of the things we have to do in cow-calf production today is run more cows with less labor. And so we have to have basically functional cattle that can really get things done. They have to calve on their own. They have to be the kind of disposition they're not tearing down equipment, or as we're trying to load them, they end up being cattle we can't get into the corral.
Calm cattle are also less likely to get sick. They gain better and build demand all along the chain.
We really applaud what most cattle producers are doing, is culling these kind of cattle, and ultimately we're creating cattle that are much more functional, easier to handle, but also the kind that create the consumer satisfaction that we're all looking for.
I'm Cindy Campbell.